There you go. Round of applause. Now to everyone. You can commonly find right here in Singapore, and that would be the brownie kite. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
that's right. And if you're walking around our parks in Mandai, do remember to look up. You might be able to spot white-bellied Sea Eagle or even a few brownie kites flying around. Now, on the left is the silhouette of the white-bellied Sea Eagle, and the right, the brownie kite. And it's easy to spot the differences between these two birds. The size is the opposite wings with a U-shaped tail. Europe and Asia fly to as far as Africa. It is a pair.
ladies and gentlemen, each year, thousands of these birds are being killed for sport. So we will need your help to save and protect them. All skies will soon be empty.
The birds of prey are vital to the health of our planet. They remove all such animals and get rid of the pests. The one bird in particular helps us with pest control. So that bird is none other than owls.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Shavon mentioned earlier on something about silent flight, right? Now, the reason why owls are capable of silent flight is because, unlike other birds of prey, owls have this extremely soft edge at the tip of their feathers. So the sound frequency created by the wing flaps will be absorbed by those feathers other than flap their wings. And did you know owls have excellent eyesight? In fact, they do have binocular vision.
And the colors of their eyes tell us when they tend to hunt. The owls with yellow color eyes, like last time with Maya here, well, they hunt during sunrise and sunset. And owls with black color eyes often love to hunt during the night. Right, and with that, let's have one last look at our lovely owls as they head back into everyone. Let's give it up for Latin and Maya along with the trainer.
Alright, thank you so much to our lovely owls and trainers as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Raul, our southern crested Caracara. Good morning, Mr. Raul. Now, long legs and flat claws to forage for food in the wild.
Making use of their long limbs, these birds are able to roll over the rocks, leap over the tree bumps, and even sleep beside wood chips in search of nuts as well. Now, being an autistic scavengers, it is a common sight to see the southern crested caracaras among other scavengers feeding on huge carcass just like this. Now, in the wild, if the insect that they teasing sacs take off and fly away, these birds are known to make vertical flights just like this.
Not bad. You know, maybe jump higher than that.
Higher, okay, let's try higher. Round, pay attention to me, and here we go! Awesome! Wow!
Well, that was pretty impressive, but I'm pretty sure he can do vertical flight much higher than that, alright? So Raul, are you ready? He's being very sneaky, he's looking at my pouch. Okay? You ready? You understand here? Alright, good boy. Over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, higher! Whoa! Look at that! Alright. Alright, folks, let's give a very mischievous and big round of applause. Thank you. So, earlier on, I mentioned that you know when you watch TV, they usually portray vultures as evil birds. Soaring high up in the sky. And then there's this ominous music in the background with a sense of impending doom. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to tell all of you the real story.
The vultures are miniatures enough food. They use columns of air to fly and glide as they search for the animals, using their sense of sight and smell. The vultures help to prevent the spread of contagious diseases.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the very first vulture, Safeena, the Turkey Vulture. Wow, very well on your heads. Ladies and gentlemen, the Turkey Vultures can be found in the Americas and they are pretty abundant in the wild, close to about 10 billion of them. Now these birds have got excellent sense of smell. They're able to pick up the stench of rotting meat.
That means if there is a animal, Turkey vultures are the first ones on the scene. And other vultures, especially the bigger ones, will follow suit. They will do the hard work of ripping apart the tough hide of the animal.
Now here's another interesting fact about it.
Is the animal, Turkey vultures are the first ones on the scene. And other vultures, especially the bigger ones, will follow suit. They will do the hard work of ripping apart the tough hide of the animal.
Now here's another interesting fact about the turkey vultures. These birds have got extremely acidic stomach acid. The stomach acid is as acidic as carbohydrates. So this actually enables them to digest carrion pretty well. Well, Tina's done well right now. It's time for her to hit back in the floor. Thank you very much. My home is good to go. Let's give her a round of applause, everyone. Thank you. Now this shows lots of vultures and other scavengers feasting on a huge carcass, trying to rip it down to bones. Well, to me this looks like a very disorganized and chaotic feeding frenzy.
But vultures are social species and they respect their place in the pack together their basic feeding protocol.
So everyone, let's meet our very first vulture for the meal, our African white-bellied vulture. We have our lovely white-bellied vultures over here. These birds can be found in Africa and they are pretty aggressive feeders. About 200 to 300 of these birds are capable of stripping down a huge carcass, as large as this one right over here, down to bones within 20 to 30 minutes. That's how fast they are. But unfortunately, the African white-bellied vultures are critically endangered in the wild. Not many of them left. Very unfortunate.
Well, Chandra, I think we got 2 more scavengers.
Of course, we've got 2 more scavengers to showcase to everyone. So ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our marvelous stars. And put them right back there. Ladies and gentlemen, our lovely marvelous stars from Africa, and these birds are known to coexist with vultures in the wild. When you take a closer look at the marvelous stars, you will notice that they have dagger-like hooves, and also in the stern, all that thing. That's why they're also known as the old man stock.
And big scavengers are able to cooperate and coexist well with vultures, especially during the big feast. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in Africa, there's 11 species of vultures that make up to 70% of the continent's carrier. We would all be in a lot of trouble without our vultures.
That is so true, Joel. Throughout the world, we are losing these amazing birds at an alarming rate due to various reasons like deforestation, electrocution, deliberate poisoning, and even superstitious beliefs. Well, conservation efforts will be the only way to save these birds from extinction. In fact, they're already on the brink of extinction. So ladies and gentlemen, let us all show our support and appreciation for these wonderful birds who will be keeping our environment safe and clean. Let us all show them some appreciation right now by giving them a big round of applause. Thank you.
Well, today you met raptors and scavengers, these kings of the skies and walkers of our earth are a part of our ecosystem, part of our planet. And if we lose them, we lose a part of our family.
Well, thank you so much everyone for joining us this morning and having said that, learn to live in harmony with all predators on winning.
Once again, thank you so much for coming down to our presentation. Now allow me to share with you our next program happening right here at Sky Amphitheatre. Now if you're keen to watch hornbills, falls, parrots, or even pelicans in action, a totally different show, well, do head back here for the Wings of the World happening at 12:30 p.m. Alright, so don't miss that. 12:30 for the Wings of the World. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, you have been a great audience. I hope you enjoyed it right here in Bird Paradise. Thank you and goodbye.